Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, Love is Blind season 4 episode 8. We are here. We finally made it to the last episode before the next few drop, okay? And this episode deserves its own review, so here we are. Let's get into all the mess. But before we get into it, I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video on through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm sure you're gonna love it here. If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's going on? Okay, I need y'all to make sure that y'all like the video. The more you like the video, the more new people come in and, you know, hang out with us. And don't we want people to hang out with us? Well, I know I do, so y'all should too. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get into it. So of course the episode picks up exactly where it left off with Zach proposing to Bliss. Now, y'all know she said yes. A part of me wish she didn't say yes, but she did, y'all. And I took my time and I was thinking about why I don't really see it for this couple. And I figured it out. Because I feel like Zach was downplaying how he felt about Irina. Because even when he first met her, he asked her, could he kiss her? He was constantly filling up on her. He was constantly trying to get to, you know, really get to know her or whatever the case may be. And I feel like he was really trying. So I feel like a part of him was being fake about how he felt about Irina just because she didn't like him. That's what made him not like her. Because honestly, y'all, because if Irina didn't act the way she was acting, Zach wouldn't have been thinking about no Bliss. Let's just keep it 100. And that's probably why I don't like this relationship, okay? And I also want to say another reason why I didn't think that Bliss really saw for Zach like that, because after she said yes to his proposal, he literally went in to kiss her mad aggressively, might I add. And she was just like sitting there. She didn't move. She didn't move her hands. She didn't put her arms around him or nothing. She was just sitting there and he was just kissing her aggressively. And I was like, yeah, she don't like him. It was awkward. It was very, very awkward for me, okay? But after the proposal and the aggressive kissing and whatnot, she told him he better not F up again, and he said he's going to try not to. And right then and there, I said, just hang. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know why some of y'all want this to work so bad. I just don't see it. I promise you I just don't, okay? But, you know, in the name of love, I hope that this works out. But I did get a comment, and one of the comments said that she's going to pull an SK at the altar. And then I went to thinking, because y'all know I love to get into my head, okay? What if Bliss took back Zach so she could embarrass him in the altar and make him feel all the pain and cry and everything like he did to her? Now, wouldn't that be something? If she did all of this just to get back at him for playing her. Baby, I don't know how I would feel about it. I don't know. I might like it. I might, but let's keep going. So Paul is about to meet Micah's parents, and I gotta take y'all back because I didn't mention nothing about Paul's apartment last episode. But I want to say, Paul, throw that couch out. Why you got 2 full sofas in your apartment anyway? Like, sir, you picked up 2 full sofas. Who does that? Like, I could understand you had a sofa, a love seat, and a recliner or something like that, but you got 2 full sofas and one you got off the corner. So no, just throw it out. Just throw it out. When Micah sat down on that couch, y'all, I cringed. I cringed, not gonna lie. I definitely cringed. But anyway, Paul's about to meet Micah's parents, y'all. But remember, they don't know anything about the process. So when they come in, she was just like, hi, Mom, hi, Dad. This is Paul, and we're getting married. You want to come to the wedding? I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a way to break the news. But here's the thing. The parents didn't really get to know Paul at all. Want to know why? Because Micah wouldn't shut the heck up. The whole time Paul is sitting there, Mike is just rambling, and rambling some more. And the one question that they asked that man was, did he want kids? And he said, yeah, he want like 2. And she jumped in. He couldn't even get 2 out completely before she jumped in and talked about how she want to get a house with her parents and the family to move in, and how she want to have 2 or 3 kids in about 2 or 3 years. And I'm just sitting here like, Micah, let your parents meet Paul. How you gonna ask them if they like Paul and they don't know nothing about Paul because you won't let Paul speak? So they in the confessional talking about something. I mean, I guess he's a nice guy. I'm like, yeah, because that's all you got to figure out about him. Father said he just liked him because his name is Paul. Yeah, but that's all you know about him. Makes sense to me. So y'all. Marshall is getting his suitcase out of the back of a cab, and I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, Marshall, you leaving Jackie? What's the tea, sir? What's the tea? Come to find out, he on his way back because last night he slept at his apartment because him and Jackie got into it, okay? And Jackie told him that he wasn't man enough for her. Because you're not man enough for me. You know, and I was sitting here like, dang. Ooh, that had to hurt. And you know what? I feel like he's not man enough for Jackie. Because Jackie wants a toxic love and he's not that. He's never going to be that for her. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Because when he walked in, homegirl packing up her stuff like she about to go somewhere. Jackie, you know you're not going nowhere, girl. You just wanted to put on a show. You wanted him to fight for you. You wanted to really get into the passion of it because you know she's toxic. And I know toxic girls when I see toxic girls because I used to be a toxic girl, okay? So he was like, so what, you gonna leave? She was like, you didn't want to talk then, so why you want to talk now? So he was like, so what was I supposed to do? Sleep next to someone who said that I'm not man enough for them? So she was just like, I never said you wasn't man enough for me. I just said that I wanted you to be more aggressive. Like, we don't have sex, Marshall. We don't have sex. I need you to be more aggressive. I said, oh, so this just boils down to she need her back blown out? Okay. See, the toxic person that she should be with would have taken that opportunity to throw her against the walls, take off her clothes, and, you know, do it to her. Because that's what she wants. She likes to fight. Yeah, that's her. Come on now. Tell me that's not what was happening in this conversation. Definitely was. But anyway, so then he was like, but when I'm aggressive with you, you shut me down. And she was like, you're never aggressive with me. And he was like, it's always about you, Jackie. It's always about you. What you gonna do? You don't do nothing for me. I'm always kissing on you. I'm always hugging on you. You don't do nothing for me. And then he was clapping the hands and she was like, who you clapping at? He was like, you want aggressive, right? You want aggressive, so I'm giving you aggressive. I'm like, Marshall, that's not the type of aggression she want. Like, not a clap, like, not a clap. I was cracking up this argument, y'all, because I know toxic when I see toxic, and she was fake mad, okay? She was fake mad because she wanted to get them all riled up so they could have hot, passionate sex, but he was clapping. So anyway, she was like, I don't know who you clapping at, but you better fix it. You better fix it. But then she got defensive and was like, and if I'm not doing anything for you and whatnot, then why you with me then, Marshall? Why you with me then? So Marshall was like, because I see you as a project. And I was like, oh. No way in the world you was going to be able to tell me you saw me as a project and we was both going to be leaving out of this apartment. Okay. No way in the world you was going to tell me you see me as a project and I was going to be hugging you at the end of the scene. No way. She was like, oh, so now I'm a project? So now I'm a project? And he was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I see someone with unlimited potential, someone that I can uplift and encourage. And I'm like, project. It's giving project, Marshall. You said what you said. Don't take it back now. He's like, no, you know how I feel about you. See, this is what happens when you try to get somebody and fix them up and then you want to be a crutch that they could always lean on so that you could always feel needed or wanted, Marshall. Let's just say what it is. They shouldn't be together. She doesn't appreciate a man like Marshall, and Marshall don't know what to do with a toxic woman like Jackie. So after all of that, he was like, you know how much I love you. You know how I care about you, Jackie. And then Jackie goes over to him and start hugging him. And I'm like, what the F just happened here? This is what I mean by it's toxic, okay? She wasn't really upset. She just wanted to get the, flames started so that they could have hot, passionate sex. She wanted to fight them. And I'm sure they probably did after that. I mean, I wouldn't because he said I was a project, but, Jackie likes that type of stuff. So Tiffany is talking to Brad because she's feeling overwhelmed. She's just like, I have the wedding to plan. I don't even know what to start. I got to get the people here. Like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, you're not worried? You're not concerned? You okay? And he was like, I'm fine. I'm marrying you and I'm good. I have no concerns. I have no doubts. We'll get it all worked out one day at a time. Like, I ain't worried about none of that. And I was just like, come on, daggone Brad. I told y'all, it's just like that calm, cool, collected, like, relax, girl. We got this. I got you. What you stressing for? And I love it. I definitely love it. So I have this cute moment because she was sitting there talking about how her grandparents had got married after like 6 weeks and they were still married for a long time. And then she was like, my grandfather had beautiful skin, just like you. And when she said that, that man's soul looked like it left his whole body. I said, that was so cute. They have such nice chemistry. It's like this cute, pure, innocent chemistry though. I don't get lust from them. And I would think that it should be like a real lustful thing about them, but it gives me real passion and I like it. I like it a lot. But let's move on to a couple who don't give me no passion. Bliss and Zach. Bliss and Zach are moving into the apartment, and you could tell that Bliss is still trying to get over everything because she's like, I'm engaged to someone who just was engaged to someone else. Like, dang. It's a lot to get over. She was just like, and I cried so much over you. And I was like, yeah, she gonna leave him at the altar. she definitely set him up. Because she was just sitting there like, I'm struggling and I'm trying to get over the fact that I was second choice. And he was like, you're not second choice. You could only be second choice if I still have feelings or if I still wanted to be with Irene, then you would be second choice. I said she is second choice because don't act like soon as you met Irene you realized you ain't want to be with her, because you was definitely trying to be all up under her. You was definitely still trying to make this whole thing work when she clearly wasn't feeling you like that. So yes, she is second. And this is why I can't get with it, y'all. I mean, I want to, but I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Kwame are out washing the dog, you know. So they sit down and they start talking. And she tells him that she wants like 6 children. She always wanted this big family. And he's like, I feel like we should enjoy just being married and enjoy each other for a while. And she was like, well, maybe like in 2 or 3 years. And he's like, I don't know about that. And I'm like, 2 or 3 years sounds reasonable enough to start having kids. Like, that's 2 or 3 years. That's not like tomorrow, next month. That's not even next year, okay? He was just like, but I want to travel and stuff like that. And she was like, people travel with their babies. He was like, well, we're going to be laying on the beach with a baby in Cabo. And I'm like, didn't y'all talk about this stuff in the pods? Isn't this the stuff that y'all was supposed to be talking about in the pods? Because how we get outside in the real world and now we having conversations about children and whatnot, and y'all not on the same page. Kwame don't want to be with Chelsea. That's all this is about. Because if it was Micah, he'd be ready to have kids tomorrow. And y'all already told me that he really wasn't on the phone with his mother. And I'm starting to believe it. Because if it was Micah, I think we would have got mommy on the phone for real. Okay? But anyway, let's keep going. She's looking concerned because she's like, do you even want to settle down? And he was like, yeah, why'd you say that? I was like, he don't want to settle down because if he wanted to settle down, then he would be ready for a wife and a family. He still want to be outside. He did tell her that he feels like he's making a lot of sacrifices for her. And honestly, y'all might as well just go ahead and break up. Y'all don't want the same things. Because, Chelsea, you want to get your heart broke. Leave Kwame alone. Leave him alone, girl. You want to get your heart broke. I'm telling you now. He going to say no at the altar. If anybody going to pull an SK, it's going to be Kwame. I'm telling you. Y'all, Micah brings Paul to meet her friends at her best friend's birthday party. And it's supposed to be a great time. And she packaged him up well. And as long as she could present him well, you know, because he's looking like a snack, the girls is going to love him. Absolutely total opposite happened, okay? The girls don't like Paul. The best friend is annoying and obnoxious. And I'm saying here like, do you want to go scissor with Micah? Like, sis, what's the issue? Why are you all over her like that? She's just like, you deserve better. You're Micah. You deserve the world. You're Micah. Even after she was just being rude to Paul. Because Micah turned around and was like, don't worry, she just angers easily. And he was like, I don't care. She was like, you don't care? And I was like, why should he care? After she's just sitting here disrespecting him to his face. Like, you supposed to be taking up for your husband that you packaged up well that looked like a snack. But instead, you over here crying in the corner with your best friend because she feels like she knows what's best for you. Child. Let me tell y'all what I really think. I think Micah already told her friend that she wasn't really feeling Paul like that. And that they was going to use the best friend as a scapegoat so that she could get out of this relationship with Paul. That's all I got to say about it. Let's move on. So now everybody is getting together for Chelsea's birthday party. And y'all, I don't know who invited Josh, but they should have told that man to stay home. Okay, stay home. Like, why he coming there looking like he jumped out of one of those 80 poppin' movies when they be like popping locking, like he's about to start doing that. And I'm like, ooh. Now, I used to think that, Josh was kind of cute. But then I was like, nah, I don't see it. Nope, don't see it at all. So Bliss shows up with Zach. Everybody's like, oh my God. So y'all really hooked up. It's so great that they, got back together. I'm glad that he could win her over. The basics. Marshall show up without Jackie. And I'm just like, ooh, child. I thought y'all was fighting. No? Y'all didn't get the part? Y'all was just fighting? Dang. And I just don't know why Josh is yelling in the background, y'all. Through this whole scene, he's just yelling. He's just loud. Even when you don't see him, you hear him. Like, it's annoying. So now everybody's like breaking off into their little groups, and Marshall's telling Chelsea that Jackie is coming, but they had a little falling out, so he don't really know where they stand right now. Kwame's telling Tiffany that he's basically giving up everything that he wants for Chelsea, and he don't really know how he feel about all of that. So now Micah and Bliss are gossiping about how effed up of a person Irina is, because Micah finally see it as if she's any better, okay? Because I almost started liking her until I saw how she interacted with them friends, okay? Then I remembered that I don't F with her either. And then while they're talking, Zach just comes over and just kisses her out of nowhere. And I'm just like, ah. And it just made me think of when he tried to kiss Irina and she pulled away from him. See, it ain't gonna work. I don't know what it is about Zach. Maybe I just don't like Zach, y'all. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just don't like Zach. Because baby, I'm just not feeling none of it at all, okay? But anyway, Marshall's telling Brett that Jackie wants him to be more aggressive in the bed, okay? She wants that toxic love, and he's just not that guy. And he's been with girls who've been like this, and he thought he was gonna be the one to change her. Now, Marshall, why'd you think that? Why'd you think that? Then he said that he doesn't even know if she loves him. She did tell him that she S with him real tough. I said, child. Jackie from New York, ain't she? She gotta be. She gotta be, y'all. Now she F with me real tough. Okay, child, y'all was cracking up. Because, like, you sitting there trying to fix this woman up and she don't even love you. And she won't even tell you that she love you. She did say she F with you real tough and she care about you, though. That's good enough for you, Marshall, though. It's giving desperate. But anyway, let's move on. Jackie walks in, and she's showing off her little fit because she feeling herself, right? You just got into an argument with your man. You come there looking real good or whatnot. The girls is hyping you up, so you in your feels. She goes over to Marshall to give him a hug and whatnot. He sees Josh staring from the corner, so now he got to put his jacket over her. She like, no, you gonna mess up my outfit. He like, no, because I don't want you to get sick. Put on this jacket. So she puts on a jacket, and I was like, I don't know. It seemed like they was okay. Maybe she was, but I did notice that Jackie's one of those girls that don't put her business out on the streets, because even when she was talking to the other girls and they was trying to get the tea, she was like, y'all all in my business. Like, y'all all in my business. So I feel like she's definitely very secretive about what goes on in her relationship. Now, Josh is over there talking to Paul because he got to get his woman. He's like, well, why would I care about his feelings more than mine? He didn't care about my feelings. You know what? I'm about to go stir the pot. I said, child, it's about to get messy because Josh now want to go fight for Jackie. And that's exactly what he wanted to go do. Now, Kwame, why is you over here asking Micah if she feel like she made the right choice? Sir, did we not already have a conversation about the boundaries that you crossing again? And I'm just saying here, like, both of y'all just break it off. Stop embarrassing Paul and stop embarrassing Chelsea. And y'all just go ahead and do whatever it is y'all trying to do. Because why y'all having this conversation about if y'all made the right choice or not? Like, obviously, y'all both feel like y'all didn't. So cut this crap out because y'all embarrassing. And I would be mad if I picked either one of y'all the way y'all up here acting. Like Micah, if you really don't want Paul, then go ahead and let Irina have him. Y'all, Amber showed up. Speaking of Paul, Amber showed up. Paul said, I ain't about to die. Nope, I'm going to avoid her at all costs. I said, well, child, I love this. Come on, Paul, go get your Amber. So Mike could go be with Kwame. Chelsea, the only person that's going to be left out here in the cold, baby. But the heart wants what the heart wants. And sometimes it be like that. So then Josh pushed Marshall to the side. He's being weird, okay? He's like all over him, drunk. Just drunk. I said, Josh, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing. And watching how Josh was all over, Marshall and just being obnoxious and drunk and all that other stuff, I said, ooh, yes, he's definitely the man that she needs. I can see it. I definitely can see them being toxic, drunk, a hot mess altogether. Yeah. Her and Josh make a perfect couple. Girl, get with your man. Go ahead and be with your man. Because then Josh takes Jackie to the side and he's telling her that he was crying over her every single day. And she was like, I can't tell that you was even really feeling me like that because you never spoke about your emotions like that. And I was like, yeah, Josh, how will she know? How will she know if you don't tell her? He said, well, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you that right now. If you're questioning if you're going to say yes at the altar, then you need to pick me. I said, oh, child, that was real straightforward. So, Jackie, are you questioning it? I think you are. So go ahead and pick Josh. Because that's what you really want. You want that toxic love. You want somebody to fight over you. You want all of that. And that's another thing. That's why I think she picked Marshall in the first place. Because Marshall was real aggressive in the pods. Remember we was like, ooh, what's wrong with his attitude? He was real upset. Yeah. She thought she was about to get that in the real world. Marshall turned out to be totally opposite. Child, that was episode 8. And I can't wait to see the rest of the season, y'all. And I just need to know who gonna get left at the altar, because I got a good guess that ain't nobody gonna make it except for Brett and Tiffany. So we just gonna have to see how this all plays out. Please do not forget to like the video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments down below. And if you have nothing to comment, drop me some yellow hearts and let me know you was here. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.